What is happening, fellas? I just want to say, welcome back to the freaking channel, man. And today we are going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. It baffles me that this team is off to a 13-0 start out of all the teams in basketball. The Cleveland Cavaliers are on a unique run, and I think the longest has ever been undefeated was the Warriors when they went 24-0 on that historic run. So the thing is, when will the Cavaliers really lose? So it's already mid-November, man, mid to late November, and the last time that the Cleveland Cavaliers lost was to the basically the national champions, the Boston Celtics, in the when they got eliminated by them in the second round of the playoff. You know, the NBA season just started like 3 weeks ago, and the Cavs are off to really an improbable 13-0 start. They're the sixth team in NBA history to win 13 straight to open the season. You know, Cleveland just did fire JB Bickerstaff after the second round exit to Boston, as they just felt like that coach was just not working out for them. They had to hire Kenny Atkinson, and probable with a new head coach, maybe it was a head coaching problem. So they're off to 13-0. So they're blowing a lot of people's minds right now, and we would just have to wonder when they are going to lose. And I really like the Kenny Atkinson hire, so who emphasized really ball movement and playing with like a really fast pace, not playing too slow, but playing physicality and playing true to themselves. But you know, the Cavs really, they have really, I would say, a more balanced and unselfish offense. Has the league's best offensive rating actually during this span. You know, Cleveland is one of the top two offenses without a top 20 scorer, really. But it has six players averaging double figures. You know, after reported tension between, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland last offseason, the backcourt duo is working quite brilliantly, if you ask me, together, taking turns scoring and also often deferring to each other. You know, the thing what I liked the most is the front court with Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, and they are actually working together a lot better than I anticipated. Are really terrorizing front court duo as a versatile two defensive bigs who protect the rim. I would say more quite effectively and efficiently as well, getting blocks, protecting the paint, doing what they need to do as the two front court bigs who are surprisingly doing pretty well. And most teams have one rim protector in their starting units. But two in the same lineup is actually crazy, in my opinion. And, this lineup shrinks the floor for opposing offenses, which struggle to consistently score against the Cavs. They are ranked sixth, a best defensive team in the league, and it quite shows that they're on this run. The beauty of the Cavs roster, in my opinion, is they can stagger guard and big pairings to ensure a reliable creator and a highly productive center who are always paired. Mitchell and Mobley have played together more than any other two-man combo on the Cavs, outscoring opponents by 14 points on 100 possessions. And when they share the floor, I have noticed Garland and Allen have the second most minutes among the two-man lineups, outscoring opponents by 8.4 in 100 possessions. Even Garland and Mobley have an 11.5 net rating, while Mitchell and Allen have a 6.6 net rating. So you really get the point. So, Mobley's offensive leap is a key catalyst, sparking the Cavs' offensive resurgence from the bottom half to the league's best. Atkinson gives Mobley more opportunity with the ball and encourages aggression. The defensive player of the year candidate has the highest usage rate of his career. He is averaging 7.8 drives per game, up from 4.7. He's also been featured as the pick and roll ball handler, running inverted pick and rolls after, rarely assuming that role last season. He's getting to the free throw line more and converting from the stripe at a higher clip. While his three is still in progress, he's hitting 33% of his three-pointers. His willingness to shoot expands the Cavs' offense as spacing concerns with Mobley and Allen linger. So he attempted just seven threes through the first 13 games last season and has shot 21 through the same period this campaign. Mobley's defensive prowess is well documented. He's the second favorite behind Victor Wembanyama to win Defensive Player of the Year, but he's the key who could unlock the Cavs championship chest. The Cavs have one of the NBA's deepest benches beyond their core four, averaging the league's fifth most bench points. That's without Max Strus, Cleveland's sixth leading scorer from last season, who's due to injury and still a few weeks away from returning. So will the Cavs ever lose? They will definitely, but here's when the first loss may occur. So their next few games, they have the Bulls, the Hornets. Those are winnable games for him. But their third game, they have the Boston Celtics, which could potentially be their first loss of the season. Then they're followed with the Pelicans, Raptors, and Hawks twice. So when I'm looking at it, you never know how far this team, when a team is hot, a team is hot. And you just saw the Hawks just beat the Celtics in the in-season tournament game, which is very surprising to me. The Cavs flirted with a loss to bad teams in recent games, including escaping Philadelphia, who was 2-9 and without three All-Stars, with a win Wednesday. Cleveland's next two games are against below 500 teams. In fairness, only 3 teams in the East are above 500, so it should win as favorites. The Cavs are 10.5 points favorites against the Bulls on Friday. If they reach 15-0, they tie the 1993-94 Rockets and the 48-49 Washington Capitals. So for the second time, the second best start in history, the 15-16 Warriors, as I mentioned earlier, the most games in league history, started 24-0. As that seems a tough task to follow, but the Cavs' most challenging upcoming matchup is the NBA Cup showdown against the Celtics on Tuesday. So we'll just have to see how far you can go. But like I said, when a team is hot, they are tough to beat, and they are just in a groove right now, and nobody has been able to stop them as they are in a very weak Eastern Conference right now. As I mentioned, Philadelphia is 2-9. The Bucks are struggling. Hawks aren't good. The only real true test is the Celtics on that I see in the NBA Cup for right now. And how far can the Cavs really make it to 24-0 to beat the Warriors record? I honestly don't think so. I think their match may be made when they meet the Celtics. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know.